Hey Taurus, and welcome to your channeled September 2019 reading. I am using the Impressions Tarot. I have some carnelian here for the sacral chakra. I have some amethyst here for connecting to our angels and guides. I have a white candle and the gold holder for prosperity and abundance with the Holy Spirit. I do have a little bit of chamomile and lavender burning. That is my sleepy time blend, and that is going to help relax our energies as we tap into the energies. I also have a witchcraft tea light I made burning that is infused with Reiki and for connecting with the Holy Spirit, making sure that we have a sacred circle around us and making sure we're channeling everything from the Holy Spirit. I also have my sleepy time tea light burning as well, just to bring in those relaxing energies. I also have a golden era incense burning to just bring in prosperity and abundance. And I think that is all I want to talk about right now. I call on my guides and your guides and all beings of light to assist me with this reading, and that everyone watching this gets a clear and accurate message for them. I will leave all my links down below. These are going to be fairly short, hopefully, and the longer content will be on my Patreon page. I will leave that down below. You could donate $1 or more a month to get exclusive content. I try to post 2 or 3 times a month, and I do Archangel channeled readings and all kinds of other videos, and I will have the Prosperity with Ganesh readings on there for your prosperity horoscope for your zodiac sign on there, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and call on my guides and your guides and all beings of light to assist me with this reading, and that everyone watching this gets a clear and accurate message for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards and seeing what comes through. So the first thing I seen was green. So this is telling me that Archangel Raphael's around you. You're concerned, but I heard about a tough decision in job opportunities or financial opportunities. You have been in a hard spot for a while, I feel, and Archangel Raphael's here to help you as well with your health, because I do feel like this has been weighing on your health as well, these decisions with money and financial help, okay? And I just feel right now, I'm feeling a lot of things going around my aura. I'm feeling as if you're drained a little bit with your aura. I'm seeing a lot of you are feeling like you have a lot of wisdom, but it's being drained by those around you. So you feel like you are not able to implement your wisdom for whatever reason because of the responsibilities that are around you. So I could feel a little bit of, not resentment, but a little bit of sadness around you, okay? And I heard someone say, so this must be a guide, if you're watching this and you're having some relationship struggles, I heard relationships will talk for another day. So, if you feel that is, my ears rattling. So if you feel you're that person, you can always get a hold of me and we could do a reading for you. Just by donation, if you don't have very much money, because I am looking at the finances and they're up and down. So, even if you can't afford something, I do readings for reviews just because I know how it is. I understand finances are they fluctuate and they're very impossible sometimes. Okay, so your 3 cards presented themselves. 2 are already upright, but I will leave them to the side here. We're going to look at this first card. Okay, the 10 in reverse. Overwhelmed. Very heartbroken. That's what I'm feeling. Feeling like your completion stage feels like it's on I'm hearing Spirit say it's almost like on a layaway, and you cannot pay that layaway off to get that completion or that item that you've been striving for. So for whatever reason, there is an emotional rut that you've been in that seems to be projected outwards, which is probably why I'm feeling a lot of aura energy around me right now. I can feel my aura. I feel like someone's standing behind me and draining my energy, or even just dabbling in my auric field. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lot of push and pull, and like let's just see if this person could feel this ripple. That's what I'm feeling from you guys. So the aura and your emotions are very tied right now. In September, I feel like you're going to start learning how to get rid of those sinking holes, so to speak, those emotional pitfalls, those triggers, those energies that just suck the life out of you, so to speak. Okay. I am seeing a lot more, what Spirit is saying, a new skill set that will help you so that these new months coming in to complete this year, what won't feel so, what Spirit's telling me with this card being in reverse. I read, tarot intuitively. I do have my I do have a certification to read tarot traditionally, but I've always liked it intuitively, okay? So, with this being in reversed, I feel like you have felt for some reason that there has not been much to celebrate this year for whatever reason. But September is going to be that turning point for you if you allow it. Where are you maybe overthinking or overanalyzing? What do you really need to release? Because what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing mask. Now, I'm not talking about being deceitful or whatever. It could be a fear, but it's almost like you feel like you got it, you nipped it in the bud. But then there's another layer and there's another layer, and you're not actually looking at the root problem. You're like taking care of a symptom for a short period of time and not diving into that root cause. So perhaps you might need some teamwork. You might need someone you really trust to help you in September, to help you get out of these energies. When we see this card in reverse, this to me, okay, I'm reading this intuitively and I'm taking a breath. I apologize. I do have some sinuses going on. But what I feel with this is that I'm getting a little bit of a stomach ache, and I'm feeling with the wands, to me it's like the King of Wands, or it could be the Emperor, but I'm feeling more of the King of Wands, and this is just telling me that something is blocking you mentally and emotionally from making that choice that you want to make. And there's someone that you feel you owe something to, or someone you owe someone something, or perhaps maybe with this being in reverse, they owe you something. But there is that, what God is telling me or Spirit's telling me is that contract is negotiable. It doesn't have to still be, we have to finish it or else I'm a horrible person or they are. You could definitely leave that situation or that contract just by understanding that people change and life is very, what I'm hearing is, it's very shapeable. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what's going to mold us until we get there. Because the next card that I'm seeing right here is a cups. Two people sharing these cups. There's a lot of water energies, okay? There is a plate of food, there's a woman and man, so we see that it could be a relationship or a team effort, or you're balancing out each other. And this is why it's hard to make this decision, because there's some sort of agreement that you've made in the past that you feel like you have to fulfill, but you feel stuck. You cannot move forward until you complete this with someone. But Spirit is telling me it's in reverse. This is something with the wands being in reversed as well. It's almost like I'm seeing, the male, of course, in the card, but with it being in reverse, this almost has to tell me that we're thinking logically, but we're also thinking intuitively, and that we have to decide which one is giving us more heartache and how can we heal that, which is kind of hard to explain the way they're channeling it through me. But why are we being so hard on ourselves, or why are we being so hard on another? Things happen, things change, and at the end of the day, we might our end result might not be where we decided. You know what I mean? The completion might not be the exact thing that we targeted at one time. The target could have changed. We might need to say, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the growth that I've, compiled over time with you and our shared vision, but it's no longer my vision, or I feel like we need to take a step back and possibly not tie ourselves down. This doesn't have to be a relationship. This doesn't have to necessarily be a job opportunity. It could even be with your past self, your past self that has contributed too much energy to one target or one thing. And I'm feeling a little heartache. I'm feeling that again, call on Archangel Raphael. I'm feeling some heartache, and it's debilitating. Okay, guys, you really need to address these energies that you're feeling. Do not feel like these are just your over emotional. And we talked about that it does seem like you're a little bit over emotional, you're thinking too much, but where is it, like I said, which way is more debilitating? Is your mind taking over your reality to where you can't see opportunities and the truth? Or is your heart overtaking a hit that necessarily does not have to be that impactful if you just allow yourself to shed that extra guilt? So really tap into these, especially your mind and your emotions. There's something that is going to lead you to a bigger payoff once you decide which one is more. It's like following your heart. Where's your heart more implanted in, your emotions or your mind? And decide. You have to decide, because there's something special happening in October for you guys. And this is a very hard month for you guys to make a choice, but it's supposed to happen like this. It seems more just, like sounds more negative and more like a disaster than it needs to be, but it's very it's very taxing on your aura, because you've just been kind of taking those feelers away and you're trying to disperse energies out. You keep pushing yourself, you keep going forward, but are you really going forward when you're not vacuuming out that mental and that energetic self? So pay attention to that. I do hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, if you need me to explain something better because I channeled something you didn't understand, I'd be happy to do a follow-up video for free with your questions. Just leave them down below. And please check out my Patreon. I have a lot of content on there. And I always am a very open person. You can email me if you have a question. And if you can pay for a reading, that's great. But if you really feel like something like resonated deeply with you and you don't have the money, I will take a review for a reading, for my website. So I'm someone that is very understanding that finances are, fluctuating. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being a support to my channel, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Blessed be.